So just a reminder with um, for coronary a history, a family history of coronary artery disease and peripheral vascular disease, it is important to eat a diet that's low in saturated fats and cholesterol, and to get daily exercise. And if you do have any symptoms of chest pain, sometimes it feels like indigestion type pain, any shortness of breath, diaphoresis, or nausea that's associated with that, to report it immediately. Also, any symptoms of shortness of breath, feeling like you can't walk or do your normal daily activities without getting short of breath, that's not relieved at rest, that needs to be reported as well. If you notice any, increase in swelling in your lower extremities or your abdomen, that would need to be reported. Decreased salt can help with that in your diet, and also, of course, to prevent any lung disease such as COPD or emphysema, it would be important to, if you smoke, to quit smoking. Do you currently smoke?
A little.
Are you trying to quit currently?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you have a plan?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next, we're going to assess the cranial nerves, and cranial nerve 1 is the olfactory nerve, so it's your sense of smell. So I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I'm going to put something underneath your nose. I'm going to have you tell me what it is.
Vanilla.
Good. All right. You can open. Next is cranial nerve 5, and so we're assessing the cranial nerves for symptoms. Excuse me, I would wash my hands. Cranial nerve, or for symptoms of stroke. So cranial nerve 5 is the trigeminal nerve, and it's responsible for mastication or chewing. So I'm going to have you clench your jaw for me, and you have good, strong muscles there. I'm going to have you try to resist me pulling your jaw open. Okay, very good. Next would be cranial nerve 7, which is the facial nerves. I'm going to have you tightly close your eyes. Can you squeeze your eyes shut? Good. Smile. You can open your eyes. Frown. And puff out your cheeks. Good. And that should, your smile, you're good. And your frown, it should be able to puff out equally. If it's asymmetrical, that would be a stroke symptom that we would be watching for. So next would be cranial nerve 9, which is the glossopharyngeal. So we're going to assess your gag reflex, and I'm going to go ahead and have you open your mouth, stick out your tongue, and you have a good gag reflex. And also his uvula should go up with the using the tongue depressor, and it did as well. Next is cranial nerve 10, and that is the vagus nerve. So that would be if he had any difficulty swallowing or any hoarseness with talking. Cranial nerve 11 is accessory muscles. So are you able to shrug your shoulders?
Yes.
Can you shrug your shoulders for me and relax? Okay, good. And then cranial nerve 10 is hypoglossal, and that would be, can you stick your tongue out and move it from side to side for me? Okay, good. So all of those cranial nerves seem to be intact. Next, we will I would assess for musculoskeletal tone and strength. So can you go ahead and try to press against, I will try to press against your hands and you can resist. Okay, good. All right, and then I'm going to have you stand up and assess for cerebellar function, and you have a good balance. You can walk to the wall and walk back, and I'm going to assess your gait. Very good. And then also coordination. So if you want to sit back down, and you can do the finger test, so touch each finger to your thumb. Good, and other side. Very good, and that is equal, no issues there. And then lastly, we will check sensory, so sense of touch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch some areas on your face with your eyes closed, and I'm going to have you tell me when you can feel it. So just say now when you feel me touching.
Now.
Okay, very good. I think that that concludes our assessment for today, and I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.